name is Anthony, and I'm going to discuss the workability and disadvantages on changing the amendment. Changing the amendment will increase immigration. According to the Migration Policy Institute, they say that by denying automatic citizenship to U.S.-born babies of undocumented immigrants, the nation's illegal immigration population will grow to 16 million over the next 40 years, an increase of at least 5 million people. Altering the 14th Amendment will also eliminate, according to the Margaret Scott, an immigrant attorney and adjunct professor of political science at the University of Alaska, altering the 14th Amendment to eliminate birthright citizenship would expand bureaucracy and could create a complicated birth registry. If a state birth certificate is no longer presumptive proof that someone is an American, then some government bureaucracy is going to have to make that decision. It's going to cost money. Government agencies are going to get it wrong, so that there's going to be a lot of legislation, and we're going to end up with a national birth registry. There's different ways we could control the immigration problem here in the U.S. There's a bill in the Senate right now that contains two provisions: enforces provisions to increase funding for various immigration enforcement measures and personnel, and two, provisions that create new pathways to legal status, including allowing some current undocumented immigrants to obtain legal status, reducing current visa backlogs, and providing a new visa for certain guest workers. According to the Congressional Budget Office, the federal tax revenue will increase. According to the Congressional Budget Office, the provisions that provide new pathways to legal status would result in increase of federal tax revenue, increased spending for certain federal benefits, and greater economic growth. According to the CBO, Senate would also add 2.5 million employees to the U.S. enforced by 2016. The work performance by these additional employees would increase the production of goods and raise the level of gross domestic products. And according to the estimated by the Social Security Administration, the implementations of the Senate bill would reduce the projected long-term deficit of the Social Security Trust Fund. Between now and the year 2016 alone, the net cash flow of the Social Security Fund will improve by $27 million. There's different senators, Republican senators against the actual provision of the 14th Amendment. For example, John McCain, presidential candidate from the 2008, has gone on to say that he does not support the changing of the Constitution to end automatic citizenship for children born to illegal immigrants. Another past presidential candidate gone under a statement saying that he doesn't support is Mike Huckabee, who doesn't back efforts to rethink and perhaps repeal the 14th Amendment that guarantees birth citizenship. When asked if he would support the change, he said, no, let me tell you what I would favor. I would favor having controlled borders, but that's where the federal government has miserably and hopelessly failed us. And according to Mark Rubio, a big anti-immigration supporter, he simply doesn't support changes and believes we should focus on securing the borders and enforcing existing laws. Other solutions that there is to controlling immigration, other than revising the 14th Amendment, according to Matthew Spaulding, PhD director of the B. Kenneth Simmons Center of American Studies at the Heritage Foundation, in a July 2nd, 2007 National Review online article titled "One Step at a Time" offered the following. Enforce the laws. There already exist a book numerous laws that, if enforced in a reasonable and targeted manner, would discourage illegal immigrants and the employment of illegal labor. Lawbreakers must be deterred, and law-abiding Americans must be reassured that Congress and the administration are completely serious about enforcing our laws. Another solution by Mark Krikorian, Executive Director of the Center of Immigration Studies, in November 2003 Center of Immigration Studies article titled "Fewer Immigrants, a Warmer Welcome, Fixing a Broken Immigration Policy" wrote, "The starting point of immigration policy must be adequate capacity and willingness to actually enforcing the law. Whenever the content of the law happens to be lack of enforcement has been the central problem of immigration policy." There's a hospital actually in if we can't control from illegal immigrants having the babies, actually most of them come to the U.S. according to a hospital in Arizona for the better service and rather than for citizenship for their kids. And there was actually a hospital in Arizona that has packages offered to mothers coming from Mexico that include a package that will charge the mother $23,000 for a natural birth and $43,000 for a C-section, making money off of mothers coming to the U.S. for